Friends, this is Brad again from the Rhythms of Life. And I'm about health, and so I'm very disturbed by this corona thing as I talk to my family, my friends, my neighbors. I feel that the panic, the distress, the fear that has been spread by the coronavirus and this constant drumbeat by the media and by people, um, and by actions of the government, I just am amazed. I'm just amazed. What I would say to you is our health is most affected by the stress, by this panic. I bet you that it is actually more costly to us than the coronavirus itself. So let me tell you, but how do we calm our minds? There are meditation, there are other techniques that will calm our brains, our minds. But the number one thing that can help us is information, data, numbers. So let's just take it. Where did coronavirus start? In China. What is the China situation today? Yesterday, day before, and the day before that, they had 0 cases of coronavirus. 0. Number two, they are saying that 90% of the people who were diagnosed with coronavirus survived. So there is an end to the process, and everybody does not die just because you have coronavirus. Number two, what was the second country? Italy, or actually the second country was Japan, and I'll come back to it later. So the country that we hear about the most today is Italy. Oh, 4,000 people died, 700 people died. Couple of things. One, I looked at the average number of deaths that happened in Italy. I could find 2018, and it says that 10.5 people per 1,000 die in Italy every year. So that would do the math, 60 million people divided by 600,000, 6,000 times 10, 600,000 in a year. So divided by 360, say 1,800 people. It has been going on for 40 days in Italy. They should expect to have 80,000 people dead. Moreover, the press does not report that 90% of the people who died of coronavirus had at least three pre-existing conditions. They were mostly 80 years old, 75 years old. It doesn't matter. They had 3 pre-existing conditions. So they were already very sick. And of course, if you're very sick and you get an infection, you'll die. That doesn't mean, and like I said, normally in this 40 days, they should have at least 80,000 people dead anyway. So we're conflating numbers. And I said I mentioned to you about Japan. Look at the solution. What has our leaders, our doctors, and our politicians, what have they done? I don't believe it's a conspiracy theory. I don't think people are intelligent enough to create conspiracies. I think what it is it has got out of their hand. And so what they figure is, I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't do. So let me just take the safer route and say, look, I did it. If nothing happens, I'll say, oh, look, I was just being safe. I saved you. If something does happen, look, I was right to have destroyed the whole economy and destroyed all of you with fear and panic. So I don't think it's conspiracy. It's just got out of their hand. And listen, who's telling us this? Doctors? Seriously? Do you know in the United States, we have 17% misdiagnosis by doctors. It is the 3rd leading cause of death in the United States is misdiagnosis by medical professionals. Every year, medical professionals end up killing 40,000 to 80,000 people a year. So these are the lords of great insights that we should listen to. And I won't even get into what the bureaucrats, right? How they are just watching to save their behind. They really are not people we should respect too much. And politicians are just in the same batch. Let me tell you now, look at Japan. Japan was the second country that had the coronavirus case. I have a very good friend. He's a very, very big shot guy in Japan. And his wife suffered from diarrhea, fever, vomiting, 8 days. The government of Japan has a rule that says if you've not been to China, you've not been to South Korea, and you only have, or you don't have pneumonia, they will not test you. Their trains are full with people, are going into work, back to work. I think they have 250 cases. That's a population of, I think, 125, 150 million people. And it's an advanced country. It's not a poor country. but they're doing it the sensible way. That is, we build immunity as people get it, but just, it's like, it would be like, testing everybody and then saying, oh my God, there's so many more cases of coronavirus. It is a ridiculous idea, okay? But having said all, and now they are admitting China has no cases. The United States has tested 250,000 people and they found only 10%. These are people who were complaining, okay? They only 10% of them had coronavirus. That doesn't mean all of them will die. They just have it. While I don't believe in conspiracy theories, I do believe in greed and I do believe in self-service. And you'll see what will happen in the next week or so, at least in the United States. They're working on a $2 trillion package to give it also to hotels, to airlines, to people. As soon as it is done, you'll see all of this will die down. And they'll say, oh, you know what, now it's all because people would have sucked out, the main interest groups would have sucked out whatever they want out of it. But I don't care, you don't care, it's money. They'll figure it out and we can't control it. My request to you is about your health. Panic and fear will hurt you, will hurt your loved ones. So do not. Listen to what I've just told you. There's no reason to have this fear. Not because I'm telling you, because the data is telling you. The numbers are telling you. And I'm a banker, okay? So I know numbers. So, and you can check it out yourself. I also found it by Wikipedia. I didn't go to Italy or China. Just look at the information and look at the right way. Donald Trump did say, whether you like him or not like him, he did say sometimes we are led by stupid people. So this is a mass panic. I want you, because I care about you, don't panic. What I suggest you do is switch off the TV, close your eyes, calm down. Whether you call it meditation, you call it whatever, don't switch on the phone, don't switch on the TV. Whether you can do it for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, it doesn't matter. But you need to shut down this noise, this nonsense that is being attacked to you. And believe me, watch my words. No more than in 10 days, all of this, the government will start telling us something completely different. So meanwhile, don't destroy your body, don't destroy your mind, stay healthy, be peaceful. I love you all.